White Fragility Part 2. The Woke Wake Up. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe white progressives will accept the shock to learn that the vast majority of American whites do not dislike blacks, that even fewer American whites disrespect blacks, that in the Northeast anyway, the number of whites who think that Ahmaud Arbery's killing was evil, that his perpetrators should be in jail at least, it's almost all of us. Woke progressives might just cogitate. How come Americans from Central Africa, fairly recent immigrants from Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, how come they largely don't think white Americans disrespect them, okay? There's a big discrepancy in polling about their feelings. But since their race is the same, how come they're treated differently when the whites would know no different based on skin color? It's almost certainly a matter of individual attitudes and cultural. That's still not race. Thanks to Martin Luther King and some truly heroic African Americans, the status of African Americans has greatly risen in the last 60 years. BLM lacks an MLK, and it sorely needs one. Because your actions, you who are still fervent in the BLM movement, keep white Americans from helping more. And look, in this respect, you're right. The white establishment still has an inordinate reign on power. Martin Luther King recognized that and wanted to work with those still in establishment whites. And it worked because it created the progress that only a vast majority would be able to do. Back to the Nigerian American. Maybe they are less sensitized. Maybe they have more gratitude. Both of them are very good things for long-standing Americans to adopt, whites and blacks. Those are really good attitudes. And it probably, thanks to that attitude, causes them to live more productive lives. The statistics bear that out. Under 40, Nigerian Americans out-earn almost every group of white Americans. Happiness, harder to measure, but I contend that everyone that I have met from Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, has a fairly good, happy disposition. People don't say N-word to them. Now, I don't think the N-word is being said hardly at all in the first place. I haven't heard it in at least 25 years, okay? In Berkeley, I think I heard it. This was in the early 1990s. Not in this century. And I know a lot of people, and I speak pretty candidly to a lot of people, clients, political, all spectrums of political, Democrat, Independent, and yes, even Republicans. I have never heard the N-word uttered in this century. Yeah, I've heard it black to black, okay? That's still fairly common, actually. But it is the thought police of the left that want to curtail speech. Curtailing speech means many good white people are cowed from speaking. You who follow these mostly white leftist bastards, don't let us speak, lest we be called racist. And with it, don't let us help. You're living according to liars. You are doing the work of an evil man, George Soros. And why you're doing it, it's beyond me. It's beyond every one of white Americans who want to help blacks overcome. We want to throw out the vestiges of racism. We want to eliminate injustice. It would be nice if we are fighting injustice together. And it would be very helpful if those in the BLM movement will separate the injustice that is race-based. There's still some pockets, I will admit, from the injustice that is very wide and affects all races. You get a lot more mileage that way.